Hi guys, I'm Raz and this is my personal finance channel. I'm so happy you tuned in. And this video is all about weird things I'm saving money on. Very weird things I do just to save money. Saving habits I haven't heard anywhere. I didn't see any YouTuber talk about it. Maybe they are too embarrassed, or maybe I'm just the only crazy person on earth who does those things. Actually, I heard Stephan does uh, one of my habits, so I'll talk about that also. I just want to say that this is really weird. It's not like saving big money on housing or the mortgage or life insurance. It's not big things. It's very small savings. And the reason why it's good to have those habits, actually, it's two reasons. First, it's again the mindset of saving money. You save money on the big stuff, you save money on the little stuff. Every dollar counts, and every dollar goes a long way. And sometimes I just feel that it's hard for me to save on the big things, such as traveling, for example. It's very hard for me to save on experiences because I really love traveling and I like having those experiences and memories with my family. And traveling costs a lot of money, flight tickets, hotels, car rental, everything piles up, and it's just a huge expense. But I'm willing to do that because it's very important for me. Another big expense I would love to reduce is my housing expenses. I pay high rent just because I live in a city and a very expensive city. The only option for me to reduce that expense is by moving to the suburbs or someplace cheaper. But I don't really like this option. I think that, well, life is just hard enough as it is. I don't want to burn myself with commuting to work, to the city every day. I don't want to buy or lease another car. It's an additional expense. And quite frankly, I want to live in the city. I want to live with my friends. I want to live in my community. I don't want to take my kids out of school and readjust to new school, new friends, new environment. I don't want to do that. Housing and traveling are just two examples for big expenses that are on my budget that I find very hard to reduce. But there are many small expenses on my budget, on everyone's budget, that can save money on. And on this video, I just want to go through the weirdest of them all. I want to start my confessions with the by far the weirdest saving habits you've ever heard. And yes, you are looking at a toilet and wondering how much can you save on toilet. Well, and this is truly goes back to the time when I worked with the Ministry of Environmental Protection here, and I learned that the water tank we are using to flush the toilet is actually too large. And I know you have the full flush and half flush options, but even the half flash option is way too much waste of water. Anyways, so what we are usually doing in the morning, because we are a family of five, we don't always flush the toilet. We just go one after the other. It's usually in the morning or sometimes just before we get out of the house and everyone needs to go. We just go one after the other. We don't flush, and then we flush once for everyone. I just want to say that this saving habit is only relevant for number one. We don't, and not number two. This is kind of embarrassing, but and truly, I don't leave a unflushed bowl there for 2 days. Okay, it's not the situation here. It's not like we have a smelly bathroom or anything. It doesn't look like a public bathroom. Nothing like that. I promise you, we are very clean and hygienic. I'm sure I left you kind of speechless with that last habit, but I promise you that the rest of the habits on that list are much more easy to adopt. Anyone can adopt them. Please hit that like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm and just get the YouTube snowball rolling. The second weird habit for saving money is not buying new clothes for my kids. And this may sound a little conventional, but I don't know many parents who do that. I mean, a lot of parents just buy new clothes for the kids every season and every year, and I just stopped doing that. And that is weird for me because I can afford it. And I know how it feels like being a mom for the first time and how fun it was to buy all the new baby clothes, the cute baby clothes. And I had a daughter and I really wanted to buy all the dresses and the pink cute clothes. And I know it's a very, very fun experience. And over the years, I learned that it's absolutely unnecessary to buy new clothes. First, the kids grow up so fast, and you have to buy new clothes all the time. Second, they just ruin the clothes. All the food is spilled all over the clothes, and then they go to the nursery school or kindergarten, and they just eat and they mess it up and they paint and they color. The third reason why I use secondhand clothes is because I watched the movie The Real Price of Fashion, and it really changed my point of view. It changed my mind on the fashion industry because we are gotten so used to cheap fashion. We can buy at Zara or H&M very cheap clothes, but cheap fashion is very expensive. There's a high price that someone somewhere in a third world country pay to manufacture those clothes. I just grew a conscience and I buy a lot less for myself after I watched that movie. And for my kids, I absolutely not buying almost anything. Of course, I need to buy them shoes and underwear and school uniform and things like that. But I try very hard that the majority of their wardrobe will be based on secondhand clothes from I get from my friends. And another thing to think about is how we want to raise our kids. I don't want shopping to be one of the recreational habits. It's not something we do for fun. It's not something we do on a regular basis. We buy clothes when we need clothes. We buy shoes when we need shoes. The third weird saving habit is white paper. I just don't buy new white paper for the kids to draw on. I use recycled paper. Again, this is very eco-friendly. And the copy machine station at work, there are always piles and piles and piles of used paper. I just take that paper home and give it for the kids, and they can unleash their creative side. The fourth habit, and this one I take a lot of pride of adopting that habit because I used to laugh at people who do that, and now I'm one of the tribe. The movies, when we go to the movies, seriously, I kid you not, I bring my own drink and popcorn from home, okay? I don't buy the popcorn at the movies. I don't buy the drinks because they charge so much for popcorn, which is the cheapest snack in the world. It's corn, okay? It's corn. It's outrageous. And one day, one of my friends, like a few years back, told me that she doesn't buy popcorn at the movies. She actually bring her own popcorn and her own drink. And I was like, oh my God, no, no, girl, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. I mean, how cheap can you get? The next time I went to the movies, I was just thinking, oh my God, it's embarrassing how expensive the snacks are at the movies. It's embarrassing. They should be ashamed, not me. And now I see so many people do that. And this is just being smart, it's not being cheap. The fifth weird habit, and this is quite embarrassing because unlike the movies where they rip you off, and many people do that, I think I'm the only person who brings her own coffee to the coffee shop. Now, this is unconventional. I know it's a big no-no, but I will just say I don't do it every time I go out. No, that's not the case. The only time I do this is on Fridays because this is the day off here, and there's a group of friends of mine. We usually meet on a specific coffee shop every Friday, and that coffee shop has the worst service, the slowest service, and the coffee is not that good. So what I do, I just make my own coffee at home, and this coffee shop is 30 seconds away from my home. So I just make my own coffee at home and bring it with me. Next saving habit, and this one I actually very proud of. I'm not ashamed of it, and I seriously recommend that you will adopt the same habit, and that using less garbage bags, because the world is filled up with plastic and paper and plastic bags, and they are so bad for the environment. When you go to the supermarket, you get the regular plastic bags, and I just use those to collect the garbage at home. I don't need an extra bag, garbage bag, and then put all the supermarket plastic bag inside the plastic garbage bag, and it's way too much bags and way too much plastic. You can reuse those regular supermarket bags, and use them as your garbage bags. And I actually heard a few months back that Stephan do the same thing. He saved money on garbage bags the same way. So I feel like I'm in great company. Other that I heard on Stephan's girlfriend YouTube channel, that he also sometimes recycle his dental floss. I'm not there yet, and that's a little bit too extreme even for me. The seventh weird habit of saving money is saving on sauces. You know, all the sausage that you get at McDonald's, or when you buy sushi, you get the ketchup and the mayo and the teriyaki and the soya sauce. You get all of them in small, tiny containers. McDonald's have the supersized soda and the supersized Big Mac, and everything is so large, but they give you the ketchup and the mayo in the tiniest bags of half an ounce of ketchup and mustard and mayo. Okay, so and then they give you 20 bags of ketchup, and there's always ketchup left. So I just take those little bags, or when we take out sushi and we are left with 10 small, tiny containers of soya, I just keep all those containers and bags in the fridge. And when I need it at home, I just cook with it because it's the same make, it's the same brand as I buy at the supermarket. And I just don't want to waste more sauces and bags. And again, this is not big money like the rest of the habits on this list. It doesn't make me rich. I can't retire from saving money on ketchup, but it's very environmental and it's very eco-friendly. And this is one of the big reasons that I do adopt those habits. And again, just having that mindset of saving money, just having the mindset of saving money even on the smallest and tiniest things. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my confessions. I really enjoyed sharing my confessions. I hope to see you on my next video, and have a great day, and don't forget to save money.